Hi, my name is Mina. This spring quarter, I will be teaching Thai at Language Conversation Table International House. Come and join me. Okay, speaking of TikTok challenge, so today we're gonna be doing just that. So there has been this TikTok challenge that has become very popular in Thailand, and last week everybody's kind of got up and did the lip sync and dance routine to this song. This is a Thai country song that has been released many years ago, but it has become popular once again. I'm saying it is a Thai country song that can be implied that it is known like all over Thailand, like people in Bangkok, people in like in the city, people in suburban, they all know and have heard of this kind of songs. So this song become popular because there's this one YouTuber. He did a lip sync and a dance cover of this song, and it become very popular overnight. I'm gonna show you the videos, and together we will try to figure it out from the non-verbal and verbal language that this less than 1 minute song is actually about. So let's start.
และนี่คือซุปเปอร์วาเลนไทน์ครับ
And that is the video. So can anybody tell me that what do you think? I know that you don't know Thai words. Can you guess, like from the context of the song, that what is she singing about? This YouTuber is a she, her. Okay, can you tell that all the performers are the same person? Shout out to this talented Thai YouTuber. So basically this 1 minute songs it's about just simply introduce yourself, like my name is Jane, I come with my friend Nun and Bo, and Nun and Bo also steps up and say exactly same thing, like in circle. It is very simple and it's kind of silly, it's kind of like, why do you have to repeat this after like over and over again? And so since it is very simple and also silly, it's become funny and also very catchy, so that's why it's like very popular. So people has been doing the TikTok challenge of like themselves and their friends, like 3 of them, like doing this dance routine, lip singing to this song, or some people did it like a drag queen challenge, like there's only you performing this song, like you're gonna be like Jane, Nun and Bo, because you're gonna change your look after one another. So we're gonna be learning Thai from this song because there are many, surprisingly many interesting non-verbal and verbal things to learn about introducing yourself and all. Now this time with English subtitles.
และนี่คือซุปเปอร์วาเลนไทน์ครับ
La 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 la, ma 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 ma
Okay, now let's begin our lesson. So you can see from the beginning of the video when the host steps out and they introduce the band. So this song is like performed in the setting is that like in a concert setting, and the host steps up on the stage and they kind of like please welcome this band. So the name of this band is Super Valentine. I think a very interesting way to learn about different language pronunciation based on English is that it's always interesting to know how people who speak that language pronounce English. Like in this case, instead of saying Super Valentine, but Thai style pronunciation would be Super Valentine. You know, like, yeah, learning this, I think that can help you with the pronunciation. So let's try that. Let's try to pronounce that in Thai accent. Super Valentine. Yeah, and the beginning of the video is the perfect example of the host was doing Thai greeting gesture, which is why. So yeah, you might be familiar with this one. So in order to do why, you simply your arms like abduct. That's a medical language. That's a medical term. So your arms together, you just bend your elbow like this and clap your hand together. Doesn't have to be like this one or this one. You just like bend your elbow and clap your hand together. All fingers are together like this. Not too tight. Doesn't have to be like super tight, or not too loose. Okay, and just simply bow your head down. So, and that is a perfect Thai greeting gestures called why. Further into video, you can see that when the female singers steps out, they also do this why, but there's a little knee bending gesture, like a curtsy. So yeah, so that is like a perfect example for the difference between male and female why. So if you are a man, you can get away with simply do this and bow your head. But if the exact gesture of why for women would be, you have to like do this, bow your head, and also bending your knee, like almost like a curtsy too. But you don't have to do that all the time. I mean, like, we only do that in a rather formal setting. Like in this case, they are performing on the stage. They even wanna make it like theatrical, I would say, because like in daily life, when greeting others, you can get away with simply do this and a little bit of bow your head. That's totally fine. All of you might be familiar with the Thai version of it, that is Sawasdee. Let's say this together. Sawasdee. All right, Sawasdee. So in order when you pronounce Thai word, we in this class and most class for English speaker perspective, we're gonna have this phonetic system that is based on English alphabet. And keep in mind that Thai language, when you pronounce it, you omit the last syllable of the pronunciation. Like for example, this Sawasdee, you're not supposed to say Sawasdee. The S is omitted because the final sound of the words are often omitted in Thai language. You might notice that sometimes I pronounce some word in English without distinct sound of the last word. Like for example, if I say English, the correct pronunciation would be English, right? But in Thai, the last syllable are often omitted. That results in Thai people pronounce English as English, because we don't have lich, we don't have that sound. So we will learn about it further into the session. So let's begin. So now we know that the singers' names are Nun, Jen, Bo. are these common Thai names? Yeah, I would say yes, and moreover, I would have to say that this is certainly a very common Thai nicknames. So what does Thai nickname mean? So the name system is actually, I think you would say it is the same as most English-speaking country. We have first name and last name or family name, but I would say that all, like more than 99% of Thai people also have nickname. Like naming a kid, you would have to certainly come up with first name, yeah, last name is your family name, right? And also nickname, so it's a must. Why is that? Let's see the examples of Thai names. So I think the basic reasons why we have nicknames because our first name mostly are so not practical for daily life. Like if you are, it's very different. So we don't usually go and call people with their first name at all because it's often long and complicated and for example like Hollywood names like Tom Cruise. Alright, Tom Cruise, you can call Tom Cruise Tom, right? Because that's a short name. Like yeah, like Harry Potter, you can call Harry Potter Harry, right? But in Thai the first name are usually very long and complicated. These are examples. You might recognize a few names. I don't know, at least the first one. So the first one like Lisa, Blackpink. Yeah, in Thai we would call her Lisa Blackpink. How does it work? The nickname of Thai. So some might have correlation with the first name, like the name of Lisa is like okay because her real her first name is Lalisa, so it's Lisa. Okay, it sounds similar, it makes sense, but it often has nothing to do with the first name, like no correlation at all. The second one is the name of like Thai pop singer. His first name is Chanakan. His last name is Ratana Udom. Nobody call him Chanakan except in a formal setting or on his ID, you know. But his nickname is Atom. Yeah, Thai people call him Atom. Yeah. So usually, if you have Thai friends, you might wonder for English speaking people, they might wonder why do Thai people have name that is a word in English. So yeah, so I would say that in the 90s it's very popular to name your kids nicknames with I don't know, random English words that parents known. So we can see that Thai people might have English nickname that might not make any sense or might not even common name among English speaker, like name like Atom, Bright, Twin, Bank, Dew. Yeah, these are names of the celebrities in Thailand. So the first name and the last name are what in the formal setting, like on your ID card and all, but usually your friend, your family, your significant others and your colleagues call you by your nicknames, and Thai nickname might not be correlated with the first name at all and often sounds strange for English speakers because it's usually a word derived from English, you know, just to be whatever cool, whatever sound cool at a period of time. The name of our singer Nun Bo. These are popular nicknames for Thai girls, I would say. Yeah. Next we're gonna learn about how to, at the end of the class, I hope that we're gonna learn how to introduce ourselves in Thai through this song. First sentence, she sang Jen ka, right? Repeat. So literal translated into what she said is like Jane. So what is exactly ka? So I gonna have to introduce you to the another difference aspect of Thai language, which is something English doesn't have this one, right? It's called polite particles. Polite particles are like dipping sauce, you know, it's like you just simply add this to whatever you say at the very end of sentence, whether it's a sentence like a question or a statement or whatever. You just say that, complete the sentence, and then you add this, you simply add this polite particles to make it look more polite. Yeah, that is the function of these particles. So, and these particles depends on the gender of the speaker. It doesn't work like in English, like when you address others, that is sir or ma'am. It doesn't work like that. That works according to the gender of the person who you are speaking to, right? But these polite particles depends on which gender you prefer. Yeah, if I am asking you what is your name, so your name is John, right? You say, you can answer, oh, it's John, you can answer that, right? But in Thai it would sound a little bit blunt, I would say. I wouldn't say it's rude or impolite. It might not be that extreme, but it would consider a little bit blunt without this polite particle, especially like when you just met someone for the first time or whatever. So instead of answer it's John or John, you to simply add krab. If you are a guy, krab. Yeah, let's pronounce this together, krab. It's like you said John krab. And in the case if you are a woman, then your polite particle is ka. So that explains Jane ka. So it's like she stepped out and she's like Jane ka. Nah. Instead of like Jane, that would sound like blunt, as I say. So Jane ka, meaning that she said her name with this polite particles. The next line, she sang หนูชื่อเจน Let's repeat that together. หนูชื่อเจน So I make this as a table. So the first line, the yellow tab, is the Thai, is written in Thai alphabet, which is something we're not going to be focused much about in this class. And the second one is the English alphabet based phonetic pronunciation. You might notice that there is this little weird symbol on top of the karaoke pronunciation, but that is something we're gonna pay attention to later. So let's simply learn it by naturally, like pronounce it together. หนูชื่อเจน หนูชื่อเจน That little weird symbol on top of the karaoke pronunciation has something to do with the thing called Thai tone. Yeah, we're gonna learn that later in this class, in this session. So the second line, she sang หนูชื่อเจน Literal translation would be I name Jane. So, but in order to make sense to English speaker, I have to, yeah, it has to be like, actually like it's like you saying I am named Jane or whatever, because in Thai we don't have conjugation verb, so it's kind of like Chinese, right? I guess like you put words together to form sentence. We don't have tense like past, present, future verb conjugation. You don't have to worry about that. So หนูชื่อเจน literal meaning would be like I name Jane. Yeah, as simple as that. หนูชื่อเจน. Let's say this together. The pronoun for subject and object are the same in Thai. Okay, so you don't have to worry about remembering I, me, they, them, she, her. No, it's just the same. The subject and the object is the same. And this is some interesting thing to learn. So it works kind of like the polite particles also because it depends on the gender of the speaker, of the subject. We're gonna be focusing on the gender neutral term first because that you just simply remember that and you can use it in any situation. So for gender neutral subject that means I or me is ฉัน The second word is เรา So let's just see this means I or me. When you pronounce the R karaoke spelling for รอเรือ in Thai is you're supposed to roll your tongue a little bit like the way you do it in pronouncing Spanish or Italian. เรา okay. So let's opt for the easier option, which is ฉัน Yeah, most foreigners start with this first. But in order to get things more complicated, why is she saying something different, right? หนูชื่อเจน What the hell is that? So it's gender specific. So หนู is used by a female speaker, and it can be implied that the speakers. So when speaking with others, the speakers are younger and less experienced. I haven't talked about this yet, but Thai language and also Thai society in general, I would have to say, it's something we might call hierarchical, meaning that we have many different level of words to use for different people, including subject. So hierarchical meaning that what are considered higher level status, more age, like mature age, like seniority, like social status, like your boss, your professor, or like your CEO, your parents, your grandparents. Those are considered like higher level status. Priest, monk, okay. So if a female speakers want to show respect, okay. If you in this case the singer, she is female, so she can use this term, and she used this term specifically because it's implied that she want to be how does I say, humble. Yeah, it's kind of like it implies that you are younger than the audience and less experienced. You want people to like in Thai we would call endu. What is the English word for endu? Yeah, it's like to be humble instead of step down and say ฉันชื่อเจน. That's gonna sound very different from หนูชื่อเจน. Can you tell the difference? Like it's like ฉันชื่อเจน. This is ฉัน. This is the character of ฉันชื่อเจน. But if you say หนูชื่อเจน, it's gonna meaning something like หนูชื่อเจน. It's gonna be like more, I don't know, yeah, more expected of female character. Okay, so you use หนู when you speak with someone older or higher level status, higher, more experience, whatever. And what is the professional word for woman? We have that too. We have ดิฉัน. And this is the ongoing problems for Thai women, you know what, because we kind of caught in between, because หนู is totally sounds like novice, you know, like sounds childish even, yeah. But ดิฉัน is totally formal. You don't say ดิฉัน with your friend like ดิฉันgoing to have lunch. ดิฉัน I'm going to have lunch. Like no, we don't say that. It's totally formal. So Thai women often caught up between these two words. So we opt for saying this gender neutral word like ฉันเรา. Yeah, we have that. easy way out, but for men things are much easier as always, so men can get away with just saying ผม let's say that together ผม yeah, that's the subject for men. So if you are a man and you want to introduce yourself, this singer say หนูชื่อเจน right? If you want to introduce yourself, if you are a guy, okay, you say ผมชื่อจอห์น or if you want to be gender neutral, ฉันชื่อจอห์น. If you are female, you might she sang หนูชื่อเจน you like หนูชื่อมีนา you can do that หนูชื่อมีนา or you can use ดิฉันชื่อมีนา. But in this class, let's use the gender neutral term ฉันชื่อ and your name. Okay, next in line, she sang มากับนุ่นแล้วก็มากับโบมากับนุ่น literal translated into come with nun, come with nun. So you can see that the subject was totally omitted in this case, which is quite common. Ma means come,กับ means with, and nun is the name. Let's say that's good. Ma กับ nun. And not only nun that it's her friends, she also come with Bo. แล้วก็มากับโบ แล้วก็มากับโบ แล้วก็ mean and also. Okay, มากับโบ มากับนุ่น แล้วก็มากับโบ. Let's say that together. Okay, now this start to make sense, and let's do this together by using our names. So in conclusion, it's gonna be your name. If your name is John, it's gonna be, if you are a male, the polite particle would be ครับ John ครับ John ครับ. And instead of หนูชื่อเจน, no, we're gonna have to use the gender neutral one, which is ฉันชื่อ John มากับ one แล้วก็มากับ two. Okay, and lastly, you can see that the singers also did the very same Y gesture, but instead now she's doing it to thank the audience. Thank you in Thai is ขอบคุณ. Let's say this together. ขอบคุณ. Okay, and in order to make this more polite, you simply add this dipping sauce, these polite particles. So if you are a man, you say ขอบคุณครับ. If you are a woman, you say ขอบคุณค่ะ. And one quick summary about the Thai tone. So this is the distinct difference of Thai language from English. You might have heard that Thai language is tonal. What the hell does that even mean? I would say that let's look at this word. Okay, so this word on the first row, that is the spelling in Thai, and but in English, using English alphabet based pronunciation, right? In order to pronounce this 5 distinct words, English alphabet can only perform, it only does what it can, which is the PAA. Whoever read this is gonna pronounce it pa, right? But how do we, in Thai language, we have different tones for different words, because different tones mean different words and different meanings. These 5 words are pa, 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 and it has like different meanings. English alphabet can only give us PAA, pa, cannot do the distinct tone. So that's why there is this is not something I made up. So obviously some English speaker who learned Thai came up with this. I don't know who is the original like creator of this one. So there's a little symbol for English speaker to learn about Thai tone. We Thai native Thai speaker, we get to learn this thing, this Thai tone thing too, but we learn it based on Thai alphabet, you know. But for beginning, it is, I think it is very useful if you have this little symbol, and then like, I don't know, further into if you are more experienced with all this writing system, and then you can learn it in Thai perspective, it would be easier. I don't know, but this is a very practical approach. So 5 words meaning 5 different things. Pa. Okay, the first row is the Thai writing of these 5 words. You can see that the meaning is totally different. So let's look at the first word. The first word is the example of middle tone. Pa. Let's do this together. Pa. Pa is the verb, mean like to throw. Middle tone mean pa. Okay, this is easy. This is the first one. Pa. Next. Pa. Pa. This is called low tone. So pa means forest. And the symbol is like pointing down. Pa. Pa. Next is the falling tones. And the example words is pa. 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 So the tone is like pa. Yeah, just like that. Aunt. That's what it means, aunt. So from the top, middle pa. Low pa. Falling pa. It's like a really useful comparison would be like really, yeah. Next, high tone. Pa. This means dad. Pa. This is the word derived from Chinese. Yeah, lots of Thai people are descendants from Chinese heritage, so we have many words derived from Chinese. Pa. This word is specifically for among Chinese descendants. Pa. High tone. Pa. Pa. The last one is rising tone. What the hell is that? This word is pa. High tone pa. Rising tone pa. Falling tone pa. Rising tone pa. Pa. But not high tone. It's like pa. It goes down before it goes up. But high tone is simply goes up, like pa, pa. Rising is like pa. But falling is like really. Yeah, pa. So pa, middle, low, pa. Falling, pa. High tone, pa. Rising tone, pa. Yeah, these are Thai tones because different tones mean different things in Thai, and out of all 44 of Thai alphabets, not all Thai alphabets, yeah, we'll talk about that later, but don't freak out by this intimidating tonal system. I think it's like when you start learning any new languages, you might it's almost might be a trap for beginner if you like are too obsessed or paying too much attention with the right or wrong of this. So we learn it naturally by simply singing the song first, and then gradually we're gonna get better with all this tone. Eventually you're gonna I don't know, remember this. And thank you for today. Today, what we have learned so far on this very first session of language conversation table is that greeting in Thai, non-verbal, we have this Y. Just clap your hands together, bow your head low, add a little curtsy if you are a female and in a formal session. Next, we have the thing called polite particles, which is the ending added for politeness sake. So it's krap for male and ka for female. Next, you learn about Thai names that is always long and hard to pronounce. So Thai people usually have nickname, which is some sort of a word in English that might sound weird in English, but that is fine, but sounds rather cool among Thai people. And next you learn about self-introduction. หนูชื่อเจนมากับนุ่นแล้วก็มากับโบ instead you've got ฉันชื่อมีนามากับแล้วก็มากับ okay. And next you know about thank you word, which is ขอบคุณ let's say that together ขอบคุณ Don't forget to add polite particles. If you are a guy, ขอบคุณครับ If you are a girl, ขอบคุณค่ะ And next is the goodbye. Yeah, goodbye you can simply say Sawasdee. Or Thai people say bye bye. Yeah, แล้วเจอกัน See you later. แล้วเจอกัน See you later.